We're live now. Clapping for the start of the stream. Hello, everyone in chat. So, this is going to be a mix of a whole lot of things for today's stream. I don't have one exact project, but I have a lot of things I'd like to get done before we head to Goshen, Indiana for the Midwest Rep Festival 2004. I believe this is the 12th, 11th or 12th? 12th MRRF, I believe. I do have my co-host here with me. Clapping
Hello.
for the adding of the co-host.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Andy and Eddie are here.
Hello, Andy, Eddie, Mike. Rod is here.
Sergio.
Hi, Rod. Hi, Sergio.
Willie's here. All kinds of good stuff. So, yes, we're going to head to Goshen again this year, here in 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks, I believe. I'm not bringing a ton of stuff, but I would like to bring a couple of things. And one, the claw machine. This will be the last run for the claw machine. The claw machine has never been to a MRRF. It's been to Rocky Mountain, and it's been to Earth. But this will be the first time at MRRF, so we want to get it updated. I want to make sure it still works. But this will be the last run. So if you ever wanted to see the claw machine, this year at MRRF will be the time to do that. Or build your own. It is completely open source. Also, Log. I have no idea what the status of Log is, but Log will be at least doing some work at MRRF. So I think that's where we're actually going to start today. We're going to see what Log's up to and see if it still works and if we need to do anything to fix it up. Also, Red Bear will be coming. Red Bear has been doing a good job. It's back over here. We're going to kick off a print and we'll have a live feed so that we can share it as it's doing its thing during today's stream. I set the phone up for that. I also I'm missing, like, the claw machine has some rubber feet, and for somewhere, the center foot got lost. And this thing it's been on the floor over there since it got back in April of 2023. So I have no idea where those parts might have gone in over a year. So I need to print a foot. And I also printed a part yesterday for the control box. So there's just a bunch of little things that we need to do.
I'm looking forward to MRRF. I'm really excited. It's going to be fun. We'll be making treats and Jello shots. I got a plan. It's going to take
jelly shots.
It's going to take some time. It's going to take some doing, but I will persevere. I'm super excited. I got to figure out how to transport Jello shots. Keep them cold.
We should have extra room in the car, though. I'm not taking a ton of stuff.
That's what we do is we put stuff in the cooler to save space. But now I need the cooler. So we can either take another cooler, but that's sort of counterproductive. You know, like we could take another cooler.
Yeah.
And then put stuff in the big cooler, but that seems a little
more coolers.
More cooler.
We are pretty cool. Sergio said I said 2004. Not 2024, but that makes sense because I have no idea where the last 20 years went, so I'm cool with that. But it's very possible that I said 2004 because I still think it's 2004 quite often. But you know, whatever date it is.
You know, all the days run together anyway.
Every day's the same, just another failed print. So we'll start with Log and see what's shaking. I can tell you right now, we're not off to a good start. Oh wait, maybe it's my plug.
I was gonna say, is it plugged in?
It is.
That's
it's now plugged in. It's now plugged in.
Something's not working. You got to plug it in. Make sure it's plugged in. That's what my grandpa used to say. Is it plugged in? That's usually how it goes. By the way, hello Steve. How are you?
Steve's here.
Hi, Steve Builds. Hi, Mike Fancy.
We'll see Steve at MRRF. We'll see Mike at MRRF.
Good morning. Did I already say hi to Andy? Hi, Andy. Hello, everybody. Oh, who all's coming to MRRF then?
Gotta take tally.
Yes, we gotta know. Steve, will you be at MRRF? Maybe not. That might be a little bit of a hike for you. We know Mike Fancy's gonna be there.
I think Steve said he was coming.
Hello, Bob. How are you? Good morning.
Bob's here.
Andy Irving. Hello, Andy Irving. Are you new?
First time caller,
That's
long
right.
time
Vince
listener.
is going to be there. You bet. 3D Medic Vince is going to be there. Rod's going to be there. Not
All the
this time for
cuckoos.
Sergio, though. I think that's what he said last week. Not this time. Lurking for years. Sorry, Andy. I'm going to keep an eye out for you now, though. You're on the radar. I see you now, Andy Irving. I'll be watching. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Z. And hi, Angie.
This is going to be like an extreme close-up here, but at least you'll get to see Red Bear up and personal while it's doing its thing. We'll let it do its stuff.
Good. I hope you guys are coming. Jeremy says, hopefully we'll be there. You take care of yourself, and hopefully you'll be in good shape to go. How's the bookstore? Mike Fancy says, welcome at Andy Irving, the lurker. We see you now, Andy, and there's no escape. The other Andy Irving. We're going to have to use the whole Andy Irving since we got two Andys. We'll use... No to Murph, yes to Printopia, says Sergio.
Yeah, he's right there for Printopia.
Claw machine is the main attraction. Yes, we're going to put lots of stuff you don't need in there for all the kiddies.
But if your children are coming, I won't print any whistles, I promise.
No, nothing obnoxious. Although, maybe a few things obnoxious.
Oh.
I was going to remind you to do that, as a matter of fact. I will take this opportunity now.
What's that?
Don't forget to print. I mean, I know we got a few things around, but don't...
My duck collection is behind you, so
Yeah.
I was hoping that would fill some of the void.
Yes. But, yeah, we need some... We're going to buy a little bit of candy, too, but we need some 3D printed filler.
Well, I figured, too, like, some of our usual suspects they're going to have swag they could donate for the claw. So
You guys want to bring a few trinkets and whatever?
Murph is always full of that.
Put it
kind
in
of
the candy
thing,
claw.
so.
Bring your coins to put in there, or your own benchies, or whatever else little thing. It's a little requirements here. Just small, benchy little ducky. This guy is adorable with his little hat.
And there's all kinds of really cute ones.
Oh my God. I'm going to have to keep it. That is too cute.
I need to.
Anyway, though, little stuff.
I need to
Bring
run
it in.
another sheet of that.
Got it. We want it. Jeremy Lucas says it's coming along. Lots of changes. Hopefully we'll be opening late June or early July. Well, fingers crossed to you and Angie in your new endeavor. Salud. Congratulations. We could all print whistles, Rod says, and sneak them into the claw. Plausible deniability, Rod, is the name of the game, my friend. Bring your whistles. Don't tell us. Just put them in. And then we don't know nothing. We didn't see nothing. We don't know nothing. Where did you find your duck print? Jeremy Lucas would like to know.
That came out as one of the tests for multi-material beta testing. I don't know where they got them from, but I will find out. It's like 7 different models on one sheet. We printed like 50 of them. So I'll have to find out where they got those.
Yeah.
That came from
Yeah,
the
yeah. Put a link up. We'll take some duckies. Make them cute. Little hats. Little bow ties are cute. What other little things could... I was thinking it's like little cigar but that's not for the kids.
Well, one has a little crown on it.
Yeah.
One's got like a fright wig going. And,
there you go.
Yeah.
Little clown wig or just silliness. Ooh, ducky with fangs. What am I thinking of? Is that from DuckTales? Was there a vampire duck? It seems like I've seen that.
That seems like a thing.
I know. I said ducky with fangs, and it of memory. You know what I mean? Sometimes it hits you too. Like I see it in my mind, but I can't place it. Anyway, Mike Fancy suggested that there's room inside the candy claw for a soft side cooler. That is true.
Maximize your space. You definitely got to stack it quite right.
Well, the only problem is, Mike, is that the candy claw will not set up. Now we could lay it on its side and still put a cooler in there, so that is a good idea. I don't want to, but
that's what we ended up doing last time.
We have to lay the candy claw down because it's a little too tall for the new car, for the Highlander. And we could be tough and take the Forerunner to Goshen, but it's not as comfy as the Highlander, though.
Well,
yes. And then Mike Fancies also says that he is looking forward to. Oh, that's a good idea. Anyway, Mike Fancy's also looking forward to Murph. And we're looking forward to Murph. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. I love Murph. It's just my favorite. Out of all of them, Murph is my favorite. It's the most laid back. It's just everybody there is just there to. It's about community. And I really, really love that. It's more like a reunion, you know? It feels very comfortable, very at home. And I just, you know, I don't know. I just really like.
It's a classic.
It is. I just love Murph. It's so chill. Not a lot of. You know, and I understand why the Printopia and Rocky Mountain, the rules are very, I wouldn't say they're stringent, but they want you there, and I totally get it. They're putting on, that's more of a trade show vibe, and that's what they're putting on, and you need people to be there. I get it. I totally get it. But Murph is just different. It's just different. I don't know. You're not under the same kind of guidelines. It's not quite so regimented, and I just really like the chill atmosphere there. And it's BYOB, which is pretty sweet.
Well, you know, it's like hanging out in somebody's garage.
Yes. Mad Mike 8 says we need a model of log, and that's what I was saying was a great idea. Do you think that you can make a log-esque? It can be like this. You know, log-esque. I mean, like it could be a little taller, but I mean, in the spirit of this size benchy.
I don't know that I'm talented enough to make that. It would take me a while.
Y'all. Challenge has been put forth. Create a Cartesian? Is that what that a Cartesian style? It doesn't have to say log. It don't have to be in the colors, although
out there already.
You get extra points for creativity.
Yeah, there has to be some out there already.
Challenge.
Because I think we're getting close to log's retirement.
Yes.
I don't see. I mean, it'll be around, but I don't see a whole lot more in the cards for log.
Yes, but okay. But y'all, if you want to try to make a Cartesian printer model around the size of this benchy, it could be cool. We'll put it in the candy claw. Might be kind of fun. Anyway, who else? Oh, Motorhead Mitch is there. He says Murph.
Yeah,
he's very excited.
Mitch is right down the way there.
Take your motorcycle, aren't you? I would imagine. Sure. If you're right there. Weather permits. Get the motorcycle out.
Some flakiness with the hot end thermistor on log, so
yes.
we're gonna try to repair the JST connector to see if that sorts it out, rather than take apart the hot end.
I hope that's it. Hope it's not a big problem because we need log there. Yes. Murph is more like a community gathering than a trade show. That's the way I feel about it. And it's just, that's the way I feel about it as well. Just go and see your friends. But I mean, bring what you got because everybody wants to see what you have.
Of course.
You know, bring your cool stuff. And I've met a lot of nice people at Murph. Remember that guy that was talking, he made the 3D printed violins. So cool.
Yeah.
And it just that kind of stuff. It's really neat. Anxious to show you their stuff, and I'm anxious to see it. I love all that stuff. And Murph is sort of also, I would even say Murph is more like sort of a soft landing. If you have something, you're not really sure about it, bring it to Murph and let your peers take a look at it instead of instead of showing it so much to the public, let your peers take a look at it. Open source, so to speak. You can, you know what I mean? And let your buddies help you if you feel like you're stuck or you like it, you're not sure.
More of a meeting of the minds. It's like it's not like it's the tradition of Murph has always been we're not coming to sell stuff, and there are people that do, and that's totally fine.
Absolutely fine.
But a lot of it is just like, you know, it's hey, I was able to do this. What do you think? You know.
I agree, and to me it kind of sets the tone, even though, it's June. It seems like June. It is June. You're 6 months into the year, but it also seems to kick off for me. It's the beginning of the 3D printing season. And I realize Rocky Mountain's in April, and that's the first one of the year and all that. But I don't know. Murph was the first. It sets the tone.
Yeah.
For the rest of the year. How's the rest of the year gonna go? Anything we're gonna try out, we should try it out here.
That's kind of the marker, is because it was kind of the first one. So
that's the way I feel about it. But these are all my own opinions, and that's just how I feel about it.
I think that'll fix it. It's only slightly fall aparty. It'll be fine. It'll make it one more go.
All right. Motorhead Mitch says, May ride the bike made some ASA speaker pods for it, but bringing the family also.
Oh, cool.
Well, you can ride your motorcycle and your wife can drive the cage. And there you go. Yeah, there you go. Music Dad. What did I see? Working on Death Racer this week. Yes, Death Racer matches. And that's true, too. If you're not you can take a minute and go outside and watch the Death Race. You don't have to worry about manning your booth. And, you can actually enjoy the other things that are going on around you. Do I feel like Murph might be dying?
There's the model that the Red Bear is printing today. It's like a Nordic-looking vase. It is by Sassy Designs on Printables. Thank you for the design.
Sassy Design.
Yeah. So we'll watch Red Bear do its thing over there for a minute.
How do you feel about Murph?
I think that they're somewhat fatigued doing it. I think that they would rather, like, these festivals at one time, it was like, man, we should get more people. We should get more sponsors. We should make these things bigger. I think Murph, now that the landscape has changed, where they're not the only ones, I think they would like to go smaller. I think they'd like to go back to the, parking lot with 50 people in it, and that was it. But I don't know. I mean, Sonny and John are the ones that are still kind of in charge of that. I don't know them very well.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, it's relatively cheap to put on. They don't rely on sponsors, so much. So if they feel like doing it, they will. But that's always kind of been the Murph way. It's very
really, it is
laid back. It's like, we'll get it done eventually.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, I do feel like the other two, Rocky Mountain and Printopia, has sort of forced them into, we have to commit, no more. Maybe it's March, maybe it's July.
For dates.
Yeah.
But Printopia especially, and probably Rocky Mountain will get there. Rocky Mountain's still pretty new. But Printopia especially, I think they're going more towards the trade show route rather than the RepRap Festival. Printopia is trying to include everyone, in the 3D printing space, corporate on down. RepRap was just, some guys gluing some stuff together, hoping that it would work, in a shed where they sell hogs the rest of the year.
Right.
So I think they're trying to become a little bit more professional. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I don't prefer to get down that way, but a lot of people do. So
yeah. Andy, see you in a bit. You and Eddie enjoy your tea. Yes, I agree. And I hope that they continue to do it if it's inexpensive, and and sponsors are very helpful, and that's all. We do what we got to do.
Right.
But that would be one though that I would be happy to go back year after year. But mind you, as well, we're a 10-hour car ride away. You know, it's not difficult for us to get there. We're there. It's reasonably. It's not expensive.
Yeah.
You
But
know.
its name says it all. MRRF is very Midwest.
Very Midwest.
And we are very
Yes.
Midwest.
Yes.
How it's done, how it's treated, the attitude there, it is Midwest. So that's why it feels comfortable to us.
Yes.
That's just, we enjoy it.
Murph is about a lady trying to make a 3D printer squeeze chocolate.
Absolutely. That's a great example
Yeah.
of Murph.
Yes. Yeah. Lots of it's gonna be a buggy ride though. The cicada, we've seen one now. Here in Missouri, and it seems like, I always thought they're late. They're late, but not really. They really don't come until
They're not super noisy until like
June,
late July.
Oh,
Yeah.
and they'll go clear into September.
Until it gets cold, basically.
Yeah. But yeah, they're coming out. We've seen a few larvae around, and they're making their way here in Missouri. I don't know how it's going everywhere else. Anybody seen any cicada yet, or larva, or anything interesting? I know I talk about it a lot. I just find I like summer. Just summer is very noisy, and lots of frogs, lots of bugs, and then going to fall with the crickets, and I just enjoy this time of year very much. Hello, Steve Clark. Cicadas have come and gone in Tennessee. Oh, it's a little warmer there.
Weather's been super crazy too.
Mike says duct tape. Duct tape. Oh, are you referring to the edges of the claw, or were you fixing something earlier with duct tape? Not duct tape. Duct. No cicadas in this area this year. Me neither. I mean, not yet. They're coming. They come late in Missouri. Seems late, but they're really not late for Missouri. They're probably right on time. They come when they want to. What's that line in Lord of the Rings? That a wizard comes precisely when he intends to, or something along those lines. I'm sure somebody knows the line verbatim, but that's with cicada in Missouri. I think they come when they are ready to fly on my microphone.
I forgot that log reads his G code off of the board SD card, not the screen SD card. I should flip that around, because I forget that every time.
Mad Mike, cicadas come and gone.
Huh.
Wow. Well, we hear the tree frogs now.
So there's this cool little model that we're gonna try out. Everybody's about fidget toy kinds of things, right? But we're gonna see if Log can actually print one. But I live half my life on printables, but it's like a little light switch. It's a print in place light switch type of thing. Check that out. This is by Chris Will Code on printables, but it's just got a little printed spring with a switch that it's for, you can click it on and off. So we definitely need a bunch of those for the claw machine.
Ooh, that looks very annoying.
So we'll see if Log can turn one out.
I like it. A fidget switch.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Yeah.
And now we need another rubber foot. Man, we got all kinds of stuff going on here.
Busy. Getting ready, gang. So, what else is going on? Last night we had big rain. It
woke me up.
Big thunderstorm, and one was close to the house that woke Chris up.
Yeah, it was pretty loud. It takes if I'm sleeping good, it takes a little bit to wake me up.
Yeah, it startled him, and then it's him being startled me awake. So, and then we usually say this, big thunder. Yeah, so big thunder last night.
Am I still alive? Okay.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Yeah, those are neat, aren't they? Little clicking things, ways to annoy your parents. I will print a bunch in preparation for MRRF. Trip fingers crossed. Yes, I really hope that you guys make it. It's so much fun. And I need somebody to help me pass out the Jello shots.
It's just a bad idea. I'm
I
telling
think
you.
it's a great idea. If not, I'll do it myself. But her legs are younger than mine.
How we doing? How we doing? Oh, are you telling me that it's gonna lay down first layer without me messing with it? I think it is.
That
Good
is
job, Log.
signs, good sign to come. Yes, Jello shots are never a bad idea. Where do you hide the Vorons? They're never visible in the live streams. That's because he has put them to work. And they're back in the production area.
That was a chunky cup of coffee.
You all right there?
I currently only have one Voron. I've only ever had two. I had a Switchwire and now I have a Trident. Yeah, and my Trident is I'm using it as kind of my Clipper experiment machine, doing different things and showing different things. So it's around, but I really right now I only have one Voron.
All right. Music Dad says, I'll bring the brats if you bring the alcohol. You, sir, have a deal. I think I'm going to bring some Boulevard. And then I may, if I find an interesting 6-pack, I might bring it. But, like, as far as, like, beer exchange goes, I mean, amongst yourselves, whatever. I don't think I'm going to really bring a whole lot to share. You would be welcome to have a beer and plenty of Jello shots, but I don't think I'm going to go out of my way to get a bunch of, funky beer. If I see something I like, I'll bring it, but probably just the old Boulevard Wheat, the safety. It's just a good one. Nice and easy to drink. You know what it was? It was that Glen Hoag's Alabama beer got me in trouble last year, and I think I'd do better to just stick to what I know. That's really what it is that I'm gun shy. Now, he brought me something from, just some darker beer with a little higher alcohol content, and I just we're playing the long game. You know what I mean?
Well, you're wiser now.
Yes,
than you were last year.
Wiser, and I don't want to drink that high octane stuff. It gets me in trouble, and then I fade away early, and that's no fun. He is a troublemaker.
That Glen Hoag, he is.
Yes, it is, and that stuff hits me pretty good. If I'm not, my regular, stick to my 5%, I'll be all right. But anything more than that, I get a little woozy. But I do like brats. Tasty, tasty.
Oh, so usually somebody brings a grill. I think like Ben Heck was doing the grilling last year.
Jello shots may not be a bad idea, but the choices they can lead to, maybe.
What is the best way to do this? I could move the screens over to the other side because you're not going to be able to see the claw machine as is.
Ben had said he was skipping this year. Ben Heck is skipping this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of different conferences and stuff that I know that he goes to.
Music Dad says, I just built my first Voron Trident. Need a bigger printer for the Death Racer. What is Red Bear printing? We printed, we got a, let's see, let me find that.
It's a vase, it's kind of a cool vase model I found. The link is far back in the chat, but she'll find it.
I'm going to get it right here.
Let's
Boom.
move
We're doing this.
log over here. And then
There
I
you
can
go.
set this here.
That's what that's doing. And then, what did you say your print log is doing? The
clicky thing.
The clicky thing. Well, I'll put it on there here. Log's doing this right here. Log has always been my favorite machine of yours. It's good to see it's still printing.
It's
and
still
we're gonna
around.
bring it to MRRF so everybody can get a good look at it.
So we're just gonna have to kind of share the screen room here for all
You
these
can
different
take me
projects.
off if you need to.
I don't think it's gonna do us any good. I mean, I could shift them over to this side. We could try that and see how it works.
There you go. Put me in the top right.
But then you can't see
bottom
anything
right.
else.
No, yeah.
So
I can see you. There you go.
yeah, so these all say Rocky Mountain Rip Rap Festival 2023, and so I've got some for MRRF 2024. So we're gonna flip those out. And at Rocky Mountain, I broke the control box. Like the arm actually broke it. So I have another one. So but it's on the other side. So we're just gonna kind of work around and fix stuff up. I mentioned that we lost a rubber foot. Orange Juice is printing us out another one right now. So we'll have all the parts while all of our machines are doing their stuff.
Look at that. Everybody's working.
This typical day.
Yeah, that's right. Printers printing. Away we go.
Away we go.
All right. So we went and saw Furiosa last Saturday. It was good. I liked it. Spoiler, she loses her arm.
Who was that? John.
John.
Kept
That was
doing
John.
That,
And I don't.
Spoilers.
I don't see him today, but
He'll be on.
Rashmir. Hi, Rashmir.
James, how you doing?
Hi, James. Yes, but ooh, Mike has grape thanks to Chris and Greengate.
Nice.
Pretty. Anyway, Furiosa. I really liked it. It was very good. Long. Holy cow. That's a long movie. But it was really good, and it's worth a watch if you like the Mad Max movies.
Very aesthetically pleasing. They're very good looking films.
Yes. Hello, Adrian. Welcome.
Hello.
I'm sure I butchered your name, but Adrian.
These are really good for hitting things with
for
too.
Beatings.
Heel leg, give you a nice stiff whack.
I'm debating getting an A1 mini combo now because it's on sale. It's super good value.
A1 mini combo sounds like something at Jack in the Box.
What's that cute little... Oh. Not talking about it yet. Never mind. Shh. What, that email you got the other day, somebody's going to send you.
Yeah, I don't even know.
It's nothing new.
I don't even know what it's called.
I don't either.
The company reached out with an adorable little printer.
It's a desktop printer. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to say anything.
No, and it's nothing's a secret here.
It's just a little desktop printer. I just thought it was cute. So he's going to get it, and we're going to take a look at it.
We'll see if it works out.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Those deals don't always work.
We're negotiating right now.
By the mean of negotiating, I say, sure, I'll have a look. And then they go, great, can you mention all this stuff? And no, I'll just look at it.
The Mini and AMS are an outstanding value, Hypermotive Racing says. Good trinket printer. There you go.
I don't know how they make money on any of those machines. They're so cheap. They offer a lot of bang for the buck on some of those. Well, on all the bamboo machines are pretty value packed.
Love to see another limited edition Prusa on a workshop, in a workshop. Very nice.
Yeah.
The gold printer.
The gold printer, yeah.
That's what he's referring to.
Yeah, yeah. I used it to print these parts just yesterday.
Gonna have to. Yeah, it'll be nice.
How's it look?
Looking good. Gonna have to clean it up just a hair. It's a little dusty.
I'm thinking. I was talking about my new trim piece.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
There you go.
It does look good. Real good.
Try to change it up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the two color.
Yeah, single color was so 2023.
Well, anybody got anything going? Anything exciting happening?
we're out of all the exciting things from us. Now it's all you guys.
Yeah, pretty much. What are we doing?
We're letting you lift the rest of the show.
Yeah. I've been off work for a week now. About a week. Last Thursday would have been a week. So it's been it's kind of hard to switch, you know? But I've been managing, sleeping, learning how to sleep again and things like that. Trying not to eat so much. It's hard when you're not busy all the time. You're hungry all the time now. So trying to motivate myself out of bed. You know what? You don't have to get out of bed. You stay right where you are.
You stay right there.
You got your phone.
Don't you worry about a little thing.
You watch us build this, jazz up our candy claw, and hang out with us today.
This thing could use a couple of corner angles to hold it together. I tend to try to grab the top of this thing, and it likes to come apart. So I think we should shore it up once and for all. We gotta have like 1 million of those laying around somewhere. Yeah, we do.
Spooky Ghost says Prusa released X and Y motors for MK4 to purchase. Bought both to see if they will work with the 3.5 without firmware adjustments.
Yeah. They should. They're just a heavier duty motor. But yeah, with the Mark IV, they released a specific type of motor to achieve more speed and be quieter. It's quite a bit stockier motor, and now they're actually selling them as parts, so you can get them to upgrade your other machines.
All right. It's 6 o'clock in Spain. It's noon where not G10 is. Where are you, not G10? Good morning, Mad Cat. Hello. He says not going to open sauce. Oh, no, we're not going to make it to open sauce this year. Kind of pricey for no open sauce.
Yeah.
But I hope it goes well.
It would be fun to go. But
I would enjoy it.
it's a little out of our range.
Yeah. Oh.
Distance and price.
Eastern Standard Time. They're in Montreal.
I don't know if they're all 0.9 degree. I could go take a look. I really don't recall. They could be.
Yeah. Let's see. I did go see, for your other movie interest, I did go see the new Planet of the Apes movie also, which is just for my own nerdy pleasure. I keep up with those movies, the Planet of the Apes movies. It's about what you'd expect. It's fine.
It's apey.
It's apey, very CGI-y. But it was good. MK4, well, IIRC.
If I remember correctly.
So out of touch.
I'm just adding some of these little angle things to the top. If you want to know what I'm doing, to the tops of these to keep it tied together a little bit. While I'm taking it apart anyway. Might as well fix it up a bit.
There you go. Jazzy. It's the 3.9 upgrade, and it's everything but motors.
Right. 3.9 gets you, yeah, just what he said, everything but motors, but that gets you to the next extruder.
Yep.
It's warm down here with all these machines running.
It is a little, I'll bet you're warm there, right in the thick of it too, especially with all the lights on you.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I have tons of video ideas, lots and lots of content, many things to do, just no time to do any of it. We're like 34 days now since we released a video. Getting kind of crazy. But it'll be there when I get back.
Yes, it will. It ain't going anywhere. Log is making a little clicky device, Joel, by the way. Hello, Joel. Log is making a little clicky device for to put in the candy claw. Let's see. Let me find you the link. We're just gonna keep posting it. There you go, Joel. That's what we're making. And then Bear is printing a vase. Sort of a test print.
I did do a bunch of tuning on Red Bear last weekend during the girl party. So I was down here for roughly 14 hours. And I do have it going pretty high. It's not as fast as the 3.5, but it's real close. I'm starting to crank up the input shaping and speed on it. It's getting there. So I got a little bit of tuning to do. That's pretty good. I don't know if I need any on the front. It would kind of mess up the aesthetics, I think, if I put those on there. I might be able to squeeze one in there.
Are you printing the fidget switch in PLA or PETG?
PLA.
Yeah.
Both are PLA. It might be there might be directions on that site, like it prefers PETG. I don't know, but we'll try PLA and see how it goes.
All right. Local maker I'm assuming local maker in Michigan says hello. Hello.
Yeah, he's the one that made us the awesome tile, and he's gonna have it MRRF for us with,
cool.
with the claw hand on it.
Oh, nice. Yes.
That's awesome. We
Bear
should
frame
share
and
that.
clipper conversion is tempting me for my MK3S Plus.
Do they have Is somebody put out like a kit to convert Mark III to Clipper now? It's not the easiest thing to do. It can be done, but there's quite a few extra steps you have to do to get it to work correctly.
Joel says kids of all ages will like that switch.
Yeah.
I know it.
Parents of all ages will hate me.
That's right.
Yeah, check out our basement tile. A lot of you probably don't have Twitter. You probably can't see that, but
oh, that's right. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
yes, I
super
remember
cool.
seeing that now.
And he's made one for like everybody. There's a lot of cool ones out there.
I love the claw grabbing the bench.
Yeah, awesome work.
And the colors are really nice. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, we had girl party here was it last Sunday?
I think so.
It was the Sunday before Memorial Day, so I guess so. And it was fun. It went well. We had some drinks and some lunch, and it was good. Kind of fizzled out early, but that's all right. We had a nice time, us girls. Chris come out for a little bit. Becky brought her little dog, and it's a little schnauzer, and her name's Sadie, and she's so cute, and I think Chris is in love.
You think so?
No, but I do think you liked her.
I love all dogs.
I know.
As long as they're not biting me.
Yeah.
And then I'm just kind of disappointed. I don't really hate the dog. Why can't we be friends?
Yes. Sadie's a cute little dog too.
She's a very cute little dog.
Becky leaves her. If you guys are familiar with schnauzers, they have a mustache and they have eyebrows too, Becky leaves them a little longer. Her groomer leaves the mustache and her eyebrows a little longer. And I just think it's so cute. It makes her so expressive. She's just a cute little dog, and she'll just sit on everybody's lap. She's just a little bitty thing, too. What, 15 pounds, maybe?
Yeah, it's
She's
tiny schnauzer.
rather small for a schnauzer, and just too cute. Yes, they have a little attitude, little wolf faces, but she's just too funny. She's a sweet little girl. And she liked Chris, too. She'd go right up to him and sit in his lap.
All dogs like me.
They
know
do.
I understand.
Way. You are the dog whisperer. I
don't talk down to them.
That's true. You're not condescending at all.
No, I don't condescend.
Oh, yes. Oh, Music Dad's bringing his dog. Good.
All right. Yeah, I always and I apologize to anyone that I've ever been talking to, and I said, "Excuse me for a moment" when a dog walked by,
You gotta pet this
because
dog.
I gotta pet this dog for a second. I'll be right back. That's happened more than once,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
What if we have any more of these? I might have to print out another one. This one is broken. I thought we had a handful of these. Maybe not. I'll get another one.
Joel says if you bite back and show them who's boss, they'll stop biting.
That's right.
Yes. Isn't the channel's anniversary coming up?
Yeah, it is. I don't remember when it is. I'd have to go look. It is coming up though.
Mad Cat has a dog named Buttons.
All right.
Yeah. Yep. But we had a nice time, and I was glad Becky could bring Sadie. She's a cute little dog. Sweet. When she wants to be. She doesn't like it when you sing to her.
Now, is that when anyone sings to her or just when you sing to her?
Anybody.
I had to ask. I'm not saying
Well,
anything.
well.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just
tried to bite
saying.
my face.
She tries to bite
Singing
your
to her,
face.
she tried to bite my face with her giant mustache. It was really funny.
That's awesome.
Me to be quiet.
Less singing, more petting.
Chris Zelda's the same way. No dog can pass without being petted.
That's right.
That's true. All right, Dwayne, have a good one. See you at Murph.
See ya.
Come by, hang out.
All right. So now we're much sturdier. We're good now. I'll put this corner on.
When is the anniversary of the channel? I should know this.
The channel started long before you came in as co-host. I don't know how well you tracked it until 3 or 4 years after we were already going. I can tell you. Let's see. June 22nd, 2017 is when we went on the air.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So it'll be our channel anniversary weekend at Murph on Saturday.
There you go. It will be. We should do something.
I'll buy you a piece of pizza from
Anniversary pizza.
Anniversary Pizza. Yes.
I didn't even think about that. Whoever mentioned that, good on you. I wouldn't have even remembered that.
Who brought that up? Mad Mike.
Nice.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Maybe celebrate with Jello shots, Mike says. And exactly that tone and inflection.
Mike Fancy said it like that?
Yes,
Wow.
exactly like that.
I'm
He's
impressed.
very animated. Yes.
Mike Fancy is also going to be, once again, always a very welcome third member of the basement crew at Murph this year.
Yes.
He's going to co-host our table with us. It's always good to have him aboard. We did that at Earth Printopia last year. It worked out very well.
Yeah, we had a good time. And Mike, bring whatever you want to, if you want to bring a printer or bring something that you're working on, by all means. There'll be plenty of room, I think.
Yeah. I saw, we were talking about Joel Driver and whether he could get a table or whatever. I saw that he has been added to the sponsor list. So he actually laid some money down to sponsor Murph, I guess. So good on you, Joel.
Thanks, Joel.
I guess you will have your own table, and we will see you there.
Good. I'm glad. We'll hang out. We'll have a Jello shot. Mike's Fancy says, as designated driver, I can promote Jello shots.
There you go.
Thanks, Mike. Joel says I did.
I hope you did. You don't know that?
Maybe there's been a mistake.
I'll have to go check the list again, but I'm pretty sure you're on it.
What are you gonna look, or you want me to look?
You can look.
Where is it? Murph? Just Murph?
I think all they have is a Facebook page.
Oh, well. see what's going on here. And you said it was a sponsor list?
Yeah, there's like a sponsor list on there.
Let's see.
If I saw that incorrectly, then I apologize, Joel. But I wanted to say you were like on the bottom of one of those lists. If not, now I'll have to go back and figure out where I saw that.
I don't even know. I'm gonna have to. I don't like looking and trying to talk at the same time. I'm kind of. There we go. Printing competition for the event. The prizes are to be determined at this point. Below is a link to the MRRF 2040. Largest logo print, smallest logo print. That could be interesting. Now I'm just scrolling their page.
Added a note in the sponsors. He came back, added a note in the sponsor form asking how to get a table. No reply at this point. Oh, maybe they picked up your name on accident then.
Uh-oh.
We'll have to figure that out.
Well, I hope you can get in there. Surely
there will be
make
space.
Some room.
Yes, one way or another, there will be space.
Yeah. They were talking about crossing at the border. Mike says border guards are likely to going on strike. Ooh, so I may be adjusting my cargo back and forth accordingly. What does that mean? I heard about that. Actually, I saw something. They said something about it, and about the strike on the Canadian side. And our transportation guy, Pete Buttigieg, is working with his counterpart, and the politicking. But just thought he mentioned the strike.
Chris
so how does that affect you all?
Whoa, Mad Mike, $100. Happy anniversary. Thank you very much, Mike.
That's so nice.
You didn't have to do that, but
yeah, not at all.
We greatly appreciate it, but thank you. It's been a lot of years, it seems like now. But thank you. That's awesome.
Thank you so much, Mike. That's so nice of you. That'll help us pay for MRRF.
Yeah.
It'll go towards Jello shots.
It's almost half the table cost for us. That's cool.
Yes. I'm still looking for that list of sponsors. I'm such a bum. I can't find it. But I'm not looking real hard either. Oh, wait a minute.
They had
Here
an update out the other day.
Swiss 3D, LDO. Should I read them off? Or do you want me just
go to the bottom and see if
Micro Swiss. Green Gate's on there. Tripod, Polymaker.
Are we on that list? If we're not, then you have the old one. I should label these before I pull them apart.
I must have the old one. I don't see us. Oh. No, I saw Riley Children's Hospital. I thought it was us. Nope. We're not on the... Oh, here we go. Yeah, I got an old one, I guess. Maybe I'm on a weird page or something?
Check your DMs, Mike says. Oh. He's found it for you, I'm guessing.
Oh.
Thanks, Mike. And Mike, you have been there since the beginning. So I appreciate the support for all these years.
May 30th. He says the May 30th post has got most of them. Aha! Thanks, Mike. Sorry. I'm trying. I'm all over the place. I have a hard time concentrating when I'm doing all this. Bruce is coming. LDO. Micro Swiss. Oh, our buddies from Micro Swiss would be there. Lightburn. West 3D is coming. They got that cute rook. There we are, Chris's basement. Joel Driver down at the bottom. So they must have.
I told you.
They must have got you, Joel.
Crazy. I wasn't crazy. He is on that list.
They must have got you. Thanks, Mike, for. Thanks, Mike. or point me in the right direction.
For the Facebook, post a link to what you're looking at for the Facebook folks. I'm just glad I'm not insane.
Yeah, how about it? So yeah, here's the
She
link.
said that like, who knew?
So here's a link to the Facebook page. And then, like Mike said, it's the May 30th post. So just scroll down a little bit and you'll see it. It's just May 30th. But I think what got me is that I was actually looking for a list. You have to click on the more. Like it ran off the...
It's a big long post.
It's a big long post. Yeah, and you got to click on the more. And I
Yeah.
think I was like looking for a list of names while trying to pay attention to everything else. And
you got this.
yeah. So check Twix DMs. Thanks, Mike. Anyway, where was I? Yeah,
Oh.
so Joel, I guess you're in. I will pay if they give me a spot. No problem. Check in. Yeah, there we go. See where we're at. Yeah, Mike says, yep, a lot of years of entertaining and educating us. Many thanks. That's very nice of you.
That's what I was saying. He's been here
gee.
since the beginning.
Well, thanks for putting up with us.
A lot of these folks have, honestly. But,
yeah.
and they're still here. We're still going strong.
Yes. Yes.
I should have thought this out better when I wired it, like to have a place where you could actually remove stuff easily.
LOL, I just wanted a table in the middle. When do I pay? You know what, man? Joel, I might just show up with a couple $100 in cash. If they give you a nice table, just be like, yo, here you go.
You're on the list.
Yeah,
just play it
so-
cool. Like,
Well, yeah,
hey.
I mean, but if you, I would agree, you should give them something, but I mean, maybe just show up with some cash. If you can't find a way to PayPal them or whatever, I'm sure it'll sort itself out, you know,
When
within the next 2 weeks, but
When I filled out the form, an invoice just showed up, but it was like a random Google form thing. I had to kind of double take to see what it was. So maybe it got hit by your spam filter or something.
that could be.
I don't
yeah.
know, but
Well, communication isn't exactly.
well, those guys
You
are
know,
working full-time jobs and trying to
busy,
do
yeah,
all this.
so that's exactly what happened. Chris waited. It was almost 2 weeks, right?
Oh
then
yeah,
all of
it
a
was
sudden-
it was a while.
And then an invoice shows up. And we're
Yep.
like, oh, okay. You know. So. But I'm glad that you're coming, Joel, and I'm glad that you're helping the Murph guys out because we want to do another one next year, and that's how it gets done, right? It's based on the whether or not it's successful and worth it to them for all the trouble.
Definitely
I
doesn't
don't think
hurt.
they're in it to make money. I think they have the same idea that we do. We just all want to get together and hang out, but it does have to pay for itself. So, yes, if the border people are on strike, they will be working to rule because they are essential workers. Yes, that we do. Our guys do that too. So the rules of importing and exporting may be stricter than usual. Interesting. Yeah, our TSA workers still have to work even though they're on strike. And that's when the government shuts down, the TSA. But essential workers, they got to do it. Working to rule. That's interesting. I read a little snip one time about the bus drivers in Japan went on strike, for better working conditions and wage, the usual stuff. They want more and probably deserve more. And instead of not driving the buses, they let everybody ride the bus for free. Yep. And that was their form of protest, was not charging bus riders. And I was like, that is a good idea. And all right. Let's Trade Games going to be at Murph again this year. Can't wait to see everyone in person. Come by the Big Top Prince table and say hi.
All right.
We will. There's a fly on my microphone. He's a slow one. I think I can get him. Oh, I got him. Jerk. Get out of here.
You
Anyway.
jerk. You kill him and then you insult him?
Right, and I pushed his
You're
little carcass to
dead
the
jerk now.
floor. Step on him. All right.
So log is finished. It looks like a pretty good print.
I just got triple sneezed on by one of my cats. Time to get up. My guess is that somebody's hungry.
Triple sneezed on.
Triple sneezed on. That means get out of bed and get me something to eat. I have to leave soon. My grandson got 3 awards at school yesterday, so we're taking him to lunch at his favorite Benihana
Benihana, yeah.
restaurant.
Awesome.
I've never been to a Benihana.
They throw the shrimp right at you.
Woo! So it's hibachi?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's just like Samurai Chef or whatever
cool.
they have
yeah,
around here.
Yeah. Very fun. Well,
Awesome.
enjoy. Dinner and a show. Exactly. Eat lots of shrimp and fried rice and put hollandaise all over it.
You don't want to taste it. You just want the taste of butter.
I just want some butter and lemon in my mouth. We're about to Andy's back.
So you heard that comment that she just said. Speaking of the channel anniversary, we're getting close to 14 years. It'll be 14 years this month.
Next week, June 19th, on Juneteenth. And I would like to state for the record that
sorry,
that was not on purpose.
Was busy
that was
adulting.
not deliberate. So, Joel wants to know what time he's supposed to come on Friday.
The standard time, don't quote me, the standard time for years has always been 3 o'clock. But I don't know that for sure.
Joel, and it's going to take us, I'd like to, for good measure, it says like 9.5. I'm going to look, actually. I'm just going to look it up.
I figured we'd be doing pretty good if we rolled in there about 7.
So according to my Google Maps, from our house to Goshen, Indiana, it says 8 hours and 30 minutes. I think if we're on the road by around 8 o'clock, we should do okay. We should get there right 5:36 maybe. And we'll keep the bathroom breaks down to a minimum. He don't let me go to the bathroom as much as I'd like to. And
we ain't stopping.
And then so we'll probably be there around 6. It'll be dinner time, close to dinner time for us, but that's okay. We're coming. We're just gonna drive up on Friday, but I think if we get on the road in good time, and
we'll make it.
Yeah.
Andrew Rogers, thank you very much for the 10.
Hi, Andrew. Thank you.
Sorry you had to do your adulting. We did miss you last stream. I guess you were at Comic-Con. Hopefully that was awesome.
Yeah, did you have a good time? Did you see anything? I mean, anything, worthwhile? Anything that you'd like to share with us?
It's been 2 weeks. He probably forgot.
Yeah. You do setup that evening. Joel wants to know if we're going to do setup that evening.
We'll probably at least drop our stuff off.
Yeah.
Yeah, just swing by and on the way to get a pile of wings.
Well, yeah, exactly. And we may even get on the road earlier than that. 8 o'clock is, we've been getting up pretty early.
We'll do earlier than that.
Yeah, so, I mean, and I'd be fine with.
We don't have that much to pack or anything.
Right,
so.
As soon as the coffee pot kicks over, we're just gonna roll out too. It's not like we have a lot of preparation to do.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get dressed and go.
We should be there to set up around dinner time, and it'll take like 15 minutes. So we'll hang out and talk to whoever's there, and then be ready for Saturday.
Yay! Andy wants to know if we're going to stream here for our anniversary. Probably not. We usually go out to eat. Talk about our wedding anniversary or our
either one.
Channel anniversary.
We'll
be in
channel,
Murph.
but
we
we'll
could stream from Murph a little bit anyway.
We could.
Or do something. We'll see. And then MomoCon. I went for the mini-me.
Nice.
Mike's going to leave around 5 or 6 in the morning. With border issues and pit stops, I hope to arrive around mid-afternoon to check into the hotel and then wander over for the event.
Sweet.
Yeah, that sounds about right. He's tired. Andrew's tired. Joel says, thanks for the info. There's supposed to be a get-together at Chili's Friday night. We could go. We tend to avoid the Chili's. It's just so crowded.
Chili's is always interesting.
Yeah, we kind of
last time I went to Chili's, the waitress the table that there was several tables. The table that I was at had about 20 people at it, and our waitress was crying. So I don't want to go through that experience again. I'll just avoid it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think they're used to a lot of traffic.
Oh, and seeing a teenage girl cry because she's stressed out just doesn't.
That's not good.
I'm not into it. You know.
All right.
It upsets me.
Let's try our clicky thing.
Oh, Mike says, so to celebrate your anniversary, you're going to Goshen. How romantic.
Yeah.
Yes, Mike, and you get to be a part of that.
Romance. That's how you keep the marriage together, Mike. Log might not have the tolerance to do this. I mean, it's nice and solid.
Andy says, will you be streaming Murph for those of us poor souls who can't get there?
We can try to get something
We
done.
can do something.
At least on this. Wi-Fi is always a little interesting there.
Yeah, dicey.
But we might be able to do something with our cell phones.
Making teenagers cry, a fun Friday night. Jeez.
It's a little stuck. I think
Uh-oh.
Log is a little over extruded.
Yeah.
What do you want? He's made out of wood.
Well.
He's not a real boy.
You're gonna break it.
As Mike Fancy likes to tell me, closing your eyes is not safety glasses.
Oh, Murph is Andrew Rogers' anniversary weekend too.
Oh, nice.
How long have you been married, Andrew?
I think we're just going to have to go full stop, and if it breaks, it breaks.
Still checking about being a sponsor. I'm on that Facebook page, but I don't see the list with me on it. Huh. 16 years for Andrew. Be 14
Nice.
for us. So 15 together. 14 years married. Been together a long time, honey.
Seems just like yesterday.
Yeah, 14 years and 14 days, all at the same time.
Sorry. Okay, here's going to be a catastrophic moment. We're just going to go for it. Yep.
Did you break it?
Broke it.
Darn it.
So we're going to have to definitely dial in some tolerance to get this to work on old Log. But we'll make it happen. It'll be working good by the time we get to Murph.
Yeah. Oh, Rod's anniversary is next Sunday, 45 years.
Man, a lot of
Congratulations,
Junes.
Rod. Wow.
45?
What's the secret to 45 years?
I won't even live that long, Rod.
Oh.
Hobbies are in the basement. That's what the secret is.
Joel found his post. There you go. It says you're on there. You'll just get an invoice. I'll bet you they won't communicate anything else. You're just going to get some receipt. Or saying, hey, you owe us money.
You like every other email that I get. Hey, you owe me money.
Give me money.
All right, I think we're ready to give the claw machine a try.
It's a secret. Yes, dear. He says that's the secret to 45 years is yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
There you go. There you go. Rod, what's your favorite thing about your wife?
Oh, Jesus, don't
Better
ask
make
me
it
that.
good. Oh,
This is a trap, and trust me.
it's not a trap. Give me one
never
thing you like about
what,
your wife.
What you don't say is a body part. Don't say that. I've learned. Don't say that.
Breakfast.
Yeah. Some food item doesn't count.
42 years for Sergio. Congratulations, Sergio. If not, I'll just show up with cash. That's exactly what I would do, Joel. If you don't hear anything, show up with some cash. I mean, cash is king, right?
All right, Log is in good shape.
Oh, Andrew's kid is excited that you're bringing the candy.
It'll be there.
Log's in good shape. He's gonna get it going a little. He's gonna tune it in.
We'll tune it up, but it's working. That's the important part.
Well, and maybe not print something so intricate, like.
Well, now we have to have the little clicky thing.
Well, we're gonna have the clicky thing, yes, but like, You know, not for log, maybe. I don't know. What do I know?
It came on.
Woo!
It's still 25 degrees in the claw machine. We should like do some sort of other view here. I don't need to necessarily play the claw machine. We just need to know that it works.
Andy wants to know.
Oh,
Do you know
I
if
just
the
touched it and it went out.
Uh-oh. Maybe just a loose wire.
Do I know what?
That's the first thing I do is jiggle the wire. Andy wants to know, Andy Griffith wants to know if the Big Tree BTT Mini 12864V 2.0 LCD display screen will work with the SKR Mini E3 V3 board.
So you have to be careful with that one. So the Mini only accepts that Ender 3 display. It's a 12864, but it's a different one. So you have to. The easiest way to do it is like if you have one of those mini boards like you do, search for an Ender 3 display because the mini board only has it can't read an SD card with that one plug. So you can't. It won't have an SD card on it. So search for the Ender 3 display, and I can find you a link of the one that works correctly. In fact, that'd probably be easier than me trying to explain it. But there's two different types, and so you have to be kind of careful which one you buy.
Sergio, enjoy your lunch. Have fun at Benihana. Get some shrimp.
Yeah.
And hollandaise sauce. So there you go. Rod says, I don't have favorites, so I avoid such questions. All right. Fair enough.
Smart man.
Yes.
That's why he's been married so long.
Yes. Have a good time, Sergio.
You need one that's kind of like that, Andy. It's going to have an EXP3 on it, and that's the one that's going to work with your mini board. All right, let's see what this thing does. I found a spring on the floor. Is that a spring for the claw machine or just an extra? There's one on there, so maybe it was just a backup spring.
Bob Karn's favorite thing about his wife is that she's supportive. She bought more of my printers than I have. There you go.
Nice.
My favorite thing about you, Chris, is that you're resourceful. One of the smartest guys I ever met. Incredibly resourceful. If he doesn't know how to do it, he's going to figure it out. And I like that.
It's just being stubborn. I don't know about resourceful.
Well,
that's very kind of you.
Very resourceful. Smart person. Wow. Among other things, but I don't want to embarrass you.
Yeah, I don't take compliments well. What is my favorite thing about you? You tolerate 3D printing so well.
Oh, well.
Actually, like pretty much anything. It's usually like, yeah, okay, go nuts. You know, I'm a little all over the place sometimes. Like I get into lots of different stuff and I go on and on about things that really probably don't make a lot of sense. But she's very supportive. So
I'm your hype man.
that's true. It like way over the top most of the time. like whoa, you were way more concerned about that than I was. So
he'll vent.
And then she's
and I'll start
that's
plotting
BS.
our revenge. Some guy at Cody's made him mad. I'm ready to blow it up. But anything worth doing.
That's it. She's supportive. All right, let's see if we can get some of our dice or our duckies or whatever out of here.
Pack up the spring now, Mike Fancy says.
That's
hello, Red Light. I
good
see
idea.
you. How you doing? He also looks nice in a black t-shirt, Joel. There you go. Well, he's very handsome.
That's my only quality.
Very handsome.
I forgot. This thing still has the bug where you have to cycle it once after a reboot, or it won't open the claw. I still never could figure out why.
How many times have I seen him in a different colored shirt? He's always on brand. You know what? At weddings and funerals, he wears a white shirt.
Well, I used to go to the office every day, and I had
tie. Oh, that's true.
I had lots.
Yeah.
Before COVID, I had lots of nice shirts.
He had different colored polos for work
Yeah.
back when he had to go to the office all the time. Yeah, and he looks very nice and like hunter green and maroon, darker colors, winter colors. He looks very nice. Navy. Nothing light colored though, all dark colored stuff.
I tell you, with the TPU bill on this thing, it's almost too easy to grab stuff. Because this is one. There's like 4 different claws that I designed. This is the one that's just like a duck mouth, but the bottom layer is flex filament, so it just kind of sandwiches around it.
All right.
And it had to be the benchy the first time, right?
Red light just got home from work.
All right.
We're doing
Time to
okay
relax.
on this Saturday. You work, what time is it there, Red Light? And
He's in Indiana, I believe. Eastern
so
time.
you work overnight then? Or early?
Probably.
Maybe not overnight.
And
4
he's
to
a
4
heavy
noon.
equipment operator, so he probably works super early. Or he's just working some OT on the weekends.
There you go. Mike says add some bacon grease to the claw clamps.
There you go.
And bacon.
And
He's an early morning guy, so like 3 to 11 or something.
I got part of a ducky. Oh, and I lost it.
And overtime.
All right, it still works.
Yay! There it goes.
So the only thing I really need to figure out is what we want to do about the backdrop. I could just really half-ass this thing. Let's be obvious. I could quarter-ass this thing and just peel off the R and the mountain and then put it on there.
With an off-center MRRF.
Hey,
It says MRRF, don't it?
what do you want from me?
Yes.
Or I guess I could, go actually cut a piece of vinyl and put it on. Okay.
Hobbies with newbie. How is everyone? A little late to the stream. Been traveling back from my parents after a week's vacation with them. Oh boy. How'd it go?
Now you need a vacation.
Yeah, now you need a day of rest. It says MRRF, off center is perfectly acceptable. Mike, you're a good guy. You're a good friend.
We're gonna talk about hype, man. As long as I'm not endangering myself, Mike is right there with me. Yeah, it's fine.
Great idea. Do it. Do you use what is it? Suricute? Or am I
Cricket?
Cricket.
Yep. I have a Cricket.
Half-ass is even harder and just cover it with wood grain contact paper.
That's a great idea. Be like an old school arcade cabinet.
God. You know what? How about just some water and newspaper?
Yeah.
We could do that.
That would work.
Yes.
Like being a poor kid, all my presents were wrapped in the funny pages.
Yeah.
So
yes.
those are actually the coolest ones. We had the wrapping paper and everything like anything else, but occasionally you get one in the funny pages. I always thought that was pretty cool. See, it looks good. You can only see a little bit of the glue.
No problem.
It's fine.
That's yeah.
We'll make something for it.
Of course, it looks nice. It'll look nice.
The MRRF logos are always kind of hard to cut because they're very intricate usually. So we might have to make a clear sticker with it on there.
Andy says with it off center, you can put your hauling guy logo kind of off and
there you go.
there to look centered.
I could just leave it like this and then just update the letter wherever we go. But then I guess Printopia is kind of out of the.
Put this post-it note.
Give me that thing.
You want me to write?
No, yeah, put a big M on that. Make it oversized so it's way big.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I did. Okay.
This is the new thumbnail for yes. Make it crumple. This is the best thing we've done all day.
For everybody to see.
Oh, boom. Fixed.
You did it.
I'm putting it on.
I can even put a little smiley face on there or something for you. I'm not very good at drawing, but
Now I'm like really tempted to leave that.
That's terrible.
That's awesome.
And hilarious. Yeah.
Nailed it. Oh, that's too cool.
Yeah. Just put yeah, blue tape over the unwanted parts. That's funny.
Oh
yes.
man. I guess I could put my cover on here.
Like, you're brilliant.
What time are we getting to be? Oh, we haven't even been on an hour and a half yet. We've already got all kinds of stuff done.
You should raffle an official basement uniform and donate the proceeds to charity.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good idea.
But would it just be my size? We just have to, the uniform?
Yeah. Please leave it. It does look amazing. The post-it has
awesome.
it's a nice touch. I think
it looks really good.
It seems to be going over quite well.
Yeah.
Now I feel like you kind of have to, or at least put one panel.
I love when people show up and they look at something and then they look at you and then you're like, it was a long story.
It's an inside joke. Yeah.
But that is definitely one of those things.
That's an old style grapple, not like the one at work. I'm not sure what. I don't know. Maybe I was reading a conversation. Sorry. There you go. Just make one for each and let it fly. It would be a good joke for all of us insiders to share. How many people? I thought I saw somebody say 60 people on the chat.
There you go.
60 people be in on the joke.
Well, and if people do occasionally watch the live streams back, so like if they came to Murph and hadn't seen the stream and then they watched the stream later, it would all click at one time.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Somebody wants to know if there's space for 2024 on the M letter. I could probably squeeze it in there.
Squeeze it in. That's awesome.
That is pretty funny.
This is why I do this stuff. Is why I do this stuff.
Yeah, it's fun.
The fun part.
Being silly.
All right, let's since we got a little time here, let's go for Clicky again, but we'll decrease his flow rate. See if we can get it to unstick.
Is the candy claw ready to go?
Yeah, it's ready.
All
it's
right.
picking stuff up. We're good to go.
How do you get Jello shots in the claw machine? I had considered it, and then some kid would get it, and then I'd feel terrible. But I'm afraid too that it's too warm in the building for Jello shots. Yeah. Hobbies with Newbie says it could be one of those you had to be there moments. Definitely. Yeah, you just had to be there.
It is true.
That's funny.
What I've been so out of touch, so busy as far as projects goes. I don't even know what I'm looking forward to seeing. I definitely want to catch up with Bill over at 3D Chameleon, see what's up with the Mark IV and all of the new open source add-on deals that he's got going. So we got to check that out. I talked to Jason over at LDO the other day. We're going to work on getting a positron for the channel, so we'll do a stream building one of those. That'll be fun.
I'm looking forward to that print. It's just a cool looking.
I don't know if I'm looking forward to it, if I fear it a bit.
Well, it's definitely going to be a challenge.
I think it will be a challenge.
Andy says a 21 and over claw machine. Adults only. That's a good idea. I could bring those little bottles of Fireball that I've been saving for a special occasion.
Well, we know that it will pick them up. So.
Yes, it will. We had a Halloween party here a while back, 2 years ago, not last year, but the year before, and we had the candy claw out, and I put some little fireball airplane bottles in there. It was good. A wobble pop machine. Yes. Yeah. Now I'm getting really excited for Murph. It's gonna be fun. Candy claw's ready.
All my stuff will be done. That's really all that we're planning on. We got claw machine, red bear's coming, and log is coming. That's gonna be pretty much the table. We'll have, you know, all the usual giveaway things and whatnots, but
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, and again, I like the idea of a little Cartesian Vinci print little Cartesian logo print thing. Your grapple is bigger for sure. Oh, whoops. I'm reading conversations. I will read anything. So I'm just looking down and reading stuff.
pick up some of this filaments. Oh.
What are you looking for?
I got a ton of filament boxes down on the floor here. I was just gonna put them away while I'm standing here.
All right. Hey, what's going on with log there?
I reduced the extrusion multiplier, which, in so many words, makes it kick out less filaments. So that should increase the tolerance in between the parts and allow it to move.
Excellent.
So we're gonna try it. They only take like 25 minutes, so
good.
We'll see what it does.
Yes. All right.
I do have another part that I've been working on. So I've been, I need to get, Mike's right, I need to get some backup springs and parts to go with that in case something breaks.
That's a good idea.
I've been doing a ton of stuff for the deck. And some of you have probably seen, if you follow me on printables, I make all kinds of widgets and different things for the decking, for, you know, plant hooks and bird feeders. And now we're like trying to hold the curtain still and blah, 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 blah. So I've made all these different kinds of things, and I've been working on another one. It's getting really hot. And, you know, we've seen over 90 degrees here already. And if you need something to hold well, like tightly, PETG is, I mean, it's good, but when you get up into that range, it starts to get just a little bit too flexible. So now I'm working on PCCF parts, polycarbonate carbon fiber. So they should be able to withstand the heat, no problem. But if anybody's ever tried to print polycarb or carbon fiber, the shrink rates are much different than other filaments, so you have to play with it a bit.
All right.
Now you have all the information you need to know. This one's, it's close, but I don't think it's quite close enough. Plus, it's very rigid. I got close on that one. So you can see I'll just show you what I'm doing. I mean, it's a 3D printing channel, right? So, here, I'll do this. So it's just a clasp. So there's balusters on it. That's what this is a section, one of those balusters. It's like a 32 millimeter square tube. So I need a clip that goes around that square tube, and it's just a force fit clip. So you put this on the front, and then you can sandwich it together around there, and it holds tight on that baluster so that it doesn't slide up and down. But again, they fit fine with PETG, but when you print out of higher temp, this being PCCF, the shrink rate is going to cause them not to fit. So then you have to scale it or size it in a certain way to print out of that kind of filament. So when somebody says, well, just use ABS or just use polycarbonate, that's all fine and good, but your part tolerance will change. very small amounts, right? When you go up to those different parts. So that's what I'm dealing with at the moment. Fun information for everyone.
Yay! It reminds of Kerf. It reminds me of Kerf.
Kerf. Yeah, and kerf is so we've talked about kerf, but kerf is like a fancy word for dust.
Yeah.
But
But
it's very real.
adjusting
You
to
have to adjust for
your
said kerf.
things. Yeah,
Yeah.
adjusting to how it's going to react and what you got to do for it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it reminded me of. Andy
Good
says it
memory.
hasn't even hit 60 degrees there yet. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
Joel, the Prusa PCCF is nice. I print it in a heated chamber Voron VO
V0, yeah.
V0, and I'll bring it to Murph
Sweet.
and have it on my table. Cool.
That's what this is that Prusa CF stuff. It's amazing. It prints really well.
Looks pretty solid.
It is really tough.
Sounds solid. You showed it to me last night.
Yeah, it's very tough. Let's move our windows back. What do you say?
Whatever you want to do.
Oh, that's the wrong one. There you go. So yeah, so I'm gonna bump the tolerance up just a little bit on that one, and we'll give it another try. Getting all kinds of stuff done on this stream.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to Eureka next week to see my mother. Going down to Arkansas.
Has that been finalized?
That has been finalized. Where it's happening, and I'm looking forward to that. The non-CF shrinks much more, but also very nice. Also a nice material. Oh, there you go. I think you're, honey. I think we're gonna be hot and muggy all day. I thought it was gonna get a little warmer than that.
It rained buckets last
We
night.
had big rain last night, which makes for a very humid day the next day. But sometimes it burns off. You know, it gets hot enough, fast enough that, you know, not so bad. But I think we're gonna be sitting in it today. It says humidity 70% right now.
Yeah. It's just now noon, but I bet you it's gonna stay pretty high.
We'll get the fan going. We sit outside all the time now because we got our sweet deck. If I switched over and started to use PETG, would it be best to change the glass bed for a different surface?
You have to be pretty careful with PETG because it will weld itself to certain things. Glass, even with glass, well, glass probably not so much, but with PETG, I wouldn't print it unless you had a coated sheet. The coated sheets work because it gives you, it sounds weird, but it gives you a little bit of a gap so the PETG doesn't stick to it so well. Unless you had a coated sheet, I wouldn't print PETG without putting some kind of coating on your sheet, whether it be that Ender 3 like material, like the fake build tack stuff, or that textured ceramic that they make on some glass. Bare glass might work, but I don't know. I still wouldn't trust it. If you don't have a coated sheet, consider putting some glue stick on it or some hairspray, just to save yourself, because it will, like, I've seen people pull chunks of glass out of that sheet trying to get a print off. So coat it with something before you start printing. PETG, I don't think it smells as bad as PLA does. I think there's almost no smell to PETG. PLA kind of smells like burned sugar or something. PETG, no. Yep, purple glue stick. There you go.
Oh. Borosilicate glass? What's borosilicate?
Yeah.
Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, so it's I don't know anything about glass, but that's usually what they use because it's super, the process they use to make it makes it super flat. But that's exactly what I'm talking about, what Frank's talking about there. PETG will way it just has a way about it. I've seen more than one person pull chunks of glass out.
Printed solid PLA smells like cat pee.
Uh,
Other PLA smells sweet.
and it has something to do with the glitter one. Like the glitter ones are real bad. The other ones not so much. Yeah, PETG doesn't. That's one of the big reasons why I like it. I don't like, like just even PLA sitting down here in the basement where it's kind of stagnant. You're setting that smell all the time. PETG, you don't have that. So.
There you go.
Like cat pee.
I was laughing about our conversation about the koalas last.
Oh, let's not get into the koala.
I won't, but that was really funny.
She'll read anything.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I got way more done than I thought I would. Quicker than I thought I would.
Moving right along. You did fast.
So yeah, we're gonna need some trinkets for the old claw machine.
Yes. And I think we'll get a little bit of candy, I think.
I thought I had like a claw machine parts kit. I thought we had one of those little plastic boxes that had parts in it. But that's been over a year ago, so.
Yeah, if you do, I don't know where it would
Oh, I think that's why we bought these bank bag things. I think that's why we ended up with these.
There you go. Is that it?
I don't know. This might just be like road tools.
I do know you pack those things, and
yeah. But we're definitely gonna at least some springs and. So this is like my mini multimeter and stuff like that. So we'll take it, but yeah, I'm gonna have to throw some parts together.
Shane says he thinks the glitter has a harsher smell.
It does, definitely.
Andy wants to know about the koalas. Somebody mentioned last week we were discussing.
It is a real thing. It's like killing them off.
We were discussing somehow koala bears. I think we were talking about Australia and drop bears and things. We were talking about koala bears, and somebody said, and it wasn't really out of the blue because we were discussing koala bears, but just out of nowhere, somebody said, koala bears have chlamydia. and then
all hell broke loose.
And then shenanigans ensued about koala bears having sexually transmitted diseases, which is really funny. And then of course Fix-Em Mike,
not if you're a koala,
Fix-Em Dude gets in on it, and I do not know this side of Fix-Em Mike, but I guess he's pretty funny guy,
Oh yeah.
Like he'll go to work on you, not in
Bob, it was my fault.
Not trying to be mean. Yeah,
it is a real issue.
One of those things. But then Fix-Em Dude's like, well, how do you know? Maybe just the ones that you've been with have chlamydia. And when we got to talking about, yeah, it was really funny. Just talking about koala bears having chlamydia, and I guess it really is a real thing. I feel bad for the guys, but anyway, what a bummer. And then, yeah, that's about it. And then we got into a drop bear discussion, which,
it's real.
Kind of split the room. Yeah, it's real, I guess. I don't know much about drop bears, so
we'll check in on
koala bears are always also drunk. No wonder. They don't protect themselves. That's gotta be careful.
There you go. Red Bear's doing its thing.
All right. And log's doing its thing. First layer went down good.
Yep. Well, now that you say that, I didn't put the filament back in it. So
it's printing without any.
First layer's not going to be so good.
Oops. Yeah, it was very funny.
Which makes
they get mean when they sober up. I'll bet they do.
Which brings up another point. I don't have filament runout detection on this machine, I guess. I'm used to just setting things down and hitting it, and it tells me what to do.
Oh. Yeah, it is a real issue. Joel Driver says it's a real issue. I have heard you were just saying that it's killed them.
It's like making them go extinct.
Oh my God!
Yeah, like
fix them.
Get
them some antibiotics.
In certain parts of the country, I think.
What a bummer. And then let's see. They're always drunk. I guess they're eating fermented fruit. They get mean when they sober up. Bluetooth printing, somebody suggested that.
There you
Andy wants to know if a drop bear is the same as a drop kick. It is an Australian thing. I'm not sure. Wikipedia says, look it up on Wiki and see what the drop bear, getting like a chupacabra kind of. I don't know if you guys, chupacabra in England or a mythical,
go. So you went down the rabbit hole.
animal. Yes, yeah. Bigfoot, something like that. But I don't want to upset anybody by saying that it's not real, because that was a source of contention.
No.
Anyway, yeah. So, take a look, Andy. You tell us what you think, and then tell us about you guys, the Loch Ness in Scotland, right? That's not anywhere near. Jackalope. There's another one. There, Jackalope. What do we got around here? Bigfoot. The bobcat is real, but nobody ever sees it. We do have bobcats on occasion. I always hear stories about that. Drop Bear Joey's in the Australian cover band of the Dropkick Murphys. Is the Australian cover band of the Dropkick. Okay.
That bear looks pretty good. You can definitely see the input shaper waggle on it, but it looks all right. I can't. So there's something for all of you, my PTFE tube enthusiasts. I can find red PTFE tube, but up against the dark bear frame, it looks orange. Anybody know where you can get dark red PTFE tube? All the stuff that I can find looks the same, just like the stuff that I bought. If anybody knows like cherry or something like that tube, that would be awesome if I could find a piece. I want it to be matchy.
Move your log over a little bit so it's in the shot. Like, it's gonna mess it up.
No.
Just there, right there. Yeah, just so we can watch it print. My face is covering it up. There we go. Bob's seen wild. There are around. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen one, but there you go. Just paint it.
Bob got some from Pooch. All right, I can look over there. Just paint it. A PTFE might be, well, I mean, maybe it would hold paint. I don't know. Never thought about it.
Paul Hogan had a show, Andy.
You're fancy. Well, I wanted a little piece just for the bear. It's a reverse Bowden tube. I just thought it would look cool. I don't know. I have learned some things though on the bear, and one is don't buy coated smooth rods because they won't be that way for very long. And whatever they do to coat them has made them an unusual size. So I really like the way they look. The machine looks awesome, but just going to chrome rods would improve the performance. So that's why you can't buy them anymore. Now I have seen a lot of carbon fiber ones. There have been some machines over the years that used those. I don't know how successful it was, but the black ones that we're using on the bear, not a huge fan, but it still works okay. Awesome, thanks, Bob. Nylon
hello,
sleeve.
Uncle Ron says hello. Scuff the tube with sandpaper and paint it with fingernail polish.
Uncle Ron.
Hello,
Nice.
Uncle Ron, and that's not a bad idea.
Carbon fiber for IGUS bearings, they might be. I don't know. IGUS I haven't seen in a while. That was kind of a thing for a minute. I have some IGUS filament. It's really hard to print with. So is it time to start talking about what we're going to have for lunch?
We are, yes, why not? We're getting Big Biscuit chicken sandwiches for lunch today.
That sounds really good.
Run down the road and get them. Restaurant's only a few minutes away. Gonna run down and get them.
Yeah, so Mike, the stuff that I got was from Amazon, but it's kind of an orange color rather than red. And they all kind of look like the same stuff. And I had a little length of it I'd show you, but I don't know where it went. I would like to find something that was a little darker than that. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but, you know.
Oh. Paul Hogan had his own show in the 70s and early 80s.
Huh. I didn't know that.
I wonder if that's how he got into acting, I guess.
I guess.
The only way I know him is Crocodile Dundee. Was it a variety show, Andy? I mean, I hate to keep pestering you about it. I guess I could look it up, but
if you really want,
must have been a variety show. That seemed pretty popular at the time. Well, cool. Paul Hogan had a beginning. He didn't just show up as Crocodile Dundee. He
Imagine
had
that.
a television career.
I swear that it's too, like, the claw machine was too easy. Like, it seems like there's more that we should have to do to get ready for Merle.
You'll think of something. We'll do a couple of test runs. I can get some candy at the store. I mean, we could transport it full. I remember buying some orange PTFE from AliExpress. Seems they usually have multiple colors.
It seems like I've seen darker red tube before, but I can't remember where.
That looks pretty good.
I mean, it's red, but up against that frame color, it looks orange to me. Let me find the other section of it.
A sketch, so yeah. Well, neat. Are Paul Hogan and Hulk Hogan related? Yes. They're second cousins, once removed on his mother's side.
What are you talking about now?
Paul Hogan and Hulk Hogan are related.
Okay.
Keep up.
Jeez.
No, it's Uncle Ron asked a silly question.
I thought you were making up something.
No, I could be. I am.
See, it's almost an orange color.
I heard a rumor that Paul Hogan gave chlamydia to the koalas. He probably did.
So funny.
Oh, that's cool.
But it's not really red.
No, it's sort of orange.
I don't know.
Didn't Capricorn make a darker red tubing?
Most of the cap stuff is like translucent. I haven't checked for cap red.
You know what? I do remember that, Andrew. Paul Hogan did those throw another shrimp on the barbie commercials, which apologize for my terrible accent. Commercials. Do you remember those commercials?
No.
Vaguely. Yeah. Yeah. It does look orange though. We're moving around a lot here. It does look orange.
They do have red tube. I wonder if it's because cap, they want like $12 and probably like $12 shipping for that.
Don't that just irritate you?
Yeah, it does.
Bugs me.
Let's see what they want for shipping.
Paul is Hulk's father's mother's sister's husband's sister's son. Yes. They both have blonde hair. That's the thing.
$9 to ship it. I guess I could get USPS for $5.25. Is it really worth $17 for a piece of red tube?
How much does it mean to you guys?
I don't know.
I could try to paint it, though. I do have.
It shows up this color, and I'll be really irritated.
I do have that color of nail polish in my.
I don't know.
Or get a rattle can and spray that. I mean, so you got a good primer there. If you were going to try to paint it, that orange would be a good base.
Maybe that will be the goal for Murph. We'll find somebody that's selling or has red tube, and we'll.
There you go. We'll swap it.
We'll negotiate for it.
Yeah.
Rit dye. I think Carl said that a couple of times.
You did, yeah. Sorry, Carl. Rit dye. What is Rit dye?
I don't remember Rit dye from when you were a kid, like making tie-dye shirts. Remember the little
Oh.
box with the little tablets in it? Like, I only remember because my sister, wanted to dye
I
everything.
do remember, yes. What are the odds that you can find that at MRRF? Not very good.
No,
What diameter does the PTF tube need to be?
just standard 2.4.
Works on nylon. Well, do you have some nylon PTFE?
No, but you
White?
can get FEP. I don't know if FEP would be any better or not. I need like. Oh, you don't have to send anything. It's not that important. But it's like, I don't know, like 350 millimeters or something. It's not very long at all.
Yeah. Ron, we're gonna drive. It's 8.5 hours for us, so we're just gonna drive it. I would wait
Micro
and see
Center
it in
has it on the
person.
shelf.
Oh,
Good
really?
point, Joel.
We could run out to a Micro Center.
We could go out there and take a look at it.
We could do it this afternoon if you want
I
to.
think that might be the best way to do it. And then when I come home, I'll be broke.
Yes.
Good
I do remember the
call.
Foster's beer commercials. I do remember that. Paul Hogan doing the Foster's beer commercials.
Paul Hogan, yes, but who was the other guy? The real. He did the Energizer commercials. He was real. I want to say he was really muscular. Had the really blonde, like spiked haircut.
Was he?
He was Australian, yeah. But I can't remember his name. Remember, gonna surprise you, the Energizer. Remember?
No.
Yeah.
Now I gotta look him up. Let's see. Energizer.
It had to be when I was like 5, so early 80s. Awesome. Ron might try to drive out. Sweet.
Oh, good. There we go. Energizer Australian guy. Here we go. Oh, here he is. Mark Jacko Jackson.
Yeah. Jacko. That was it. He was popular for. We had a real Australian craze in the mid 80s.
Yes. Oh, that dude. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
Scary looking. That's a very large chin.
Yeah, it's just standard PTFE size, Mike. It's 2 millimeter inner, 4 millimeter outer.
Well, Uncle Ron, if you're feeling it, head on out.
Be good to see you, Ron.
Yeah, it would be. 11 hours.
That's a long
Well,
night.
you said something about having to help your mother, didn't you?
Gotta put a roof on or something.
Yeah, I thought you had to go down to Florida and help your mom. It could be on the way, though, sort of on the way. Yeah, Andy says it's the same thing. They had the same commercial in the UK television.
Local Maker posted a screen grab of the M of the post-it on the backdrop for on Twitter.
Let's see it.
I'm retweeting that right now.
All right. That's funny.
That's awesome.
There, if you know, you know. That's right. I do know that acronym. The if you know, you know. Making a custom back panel for the claw. That's hilarious.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we looking at? Red Bear's doing
Was
his
Uncle
thing.
Ron around for the custom back panel? Show Uncle Ron your custom back panel.
Oh, my sweet.
Ron, if you we made this.
I updated. So it used to say Rocky Mountain Rep Festival. Now we updated it, so it's back to MRRF.
It's MRRF.
There you go.
We put a post-it note on there.
Yeah, fixed. All done.
No problem. Done and done. Next problem.
Next problem.
Now I'm afraid to look. Look at Jackie in the pic. I didn't even notice. Oh, I'm laughing. And I'm trying to cover my mouth at the same time.
That was hilarious.
It was really funny. Oh my gosh. Now I have to blow it up and... Sorry, now I'm a little subconscious. Yes. Dry erase markers.
Then I have to find one.
I think
This was way easier. Plus, it's all crumpled and custom. Looks like you really tried hard. We've got all kinds of stuff though coming up. It just I really have to get motivated to do it. Positron we got to get to, but we were supposed to start on the Moldex, and I never got around to it.
Hey, Hack Monkey, how'd it go there at Rocky Mountain?
I really haven't talked to anybody about it
Yeah.
either. Everybody I think said that it was an awesome time, but I really haven't talked to anybody I know about how it went.
You guys were in a bigger space. I know that. How'd that go?
They were talking about that. I don't know if they pulled that off.
Oh, did they? Oh.
Like if that happened or what. I really wasn't paying attention about any counts. That wasn't like the first one 3,800 people or something.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was
Huge.
quite a few.
Yeah. It looks like the morning it's due at school project. As you run out the door. That's right. You'd be like Louise and her cotton ball.
That's right.
In a shoebox there. Rocky Mountain was fun. They had both sides set up this year. Was it a little less congested, Andrew? I mean, like I remember.
I guess so.
It was just so crowded. Yeah.
Nice. Double from last year, and it was just as busy. That's awesome.
Well, that's great. I'm glad.
That's a really high traffic area too there, and that's a real popular area in Colorado.
Yeah.
Colorado has some really nice spaces.
It's very pretty there.
Neighborhoods and everything. I mean, it's high class out there.
Well, and the attitude out there is pretty nice too.
Yeah.
Not, Yeah, everybody around there is pretty friendly. It's not big city feel. I don't feel like that.
Right. Do this a little bit.
Long lines for the concessions. Yeah.
They were pretty long last year.
I remember that.
Red Bear's doing his thing. I don't even know if it's plugged in. I got a light for spotlighting things.
Who suggested that?
Greg.
Is he here today, Greg?
I haven't seen Greg today. But like the best way to tell if a print quality, like what's actually going on with it, is if you have a light vertical from the layer line. So you like cast a shadow. And it's really hard to do that in here because there's so much light. So I just got this really cheap crane light so that I could put over it to take images of it, what the print actually looks like. Because if you think you have a really awesome print and it looks amazing, and you feel like you really want to feel bad about yourself, get a light and put it directly over where the layer lines would be and let it cast a shadow, and it's like, oh, this is the worst print I've ever seen. So I mean, but that's what you do. Like, do that, take a picture of it, and then you can kind of see. It will let you see the stacking and how well it's printing, basically. So that's why we ended up with the light, but it does work pretty well.
Need it for the back of your chair.
I'm getting old. I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Air-conditioned space. So Rocky Mountain was definitely air-conditioned, but it was Colorado in March, so I don't really think that was an issue. MRRF is not air-conditioned.
Yes. Hey, Angie. How's the bookstore? You excited? Who asked about air conditioning?
Steve said air-conditioned space.
Oh, air-conditioned space, yes. Not at MRRF. But it's not bad in there. It's
we'll
not
see.
bad. We're in the shade. It's hot, but
I don't
need a light to make me feel bad.
Well, most of the time I don't either, Annie.
Yes. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
That would have been cool to see that Lamborghini.
Yeah. Lots of reorganizing, should be ready to open soon. That's great. You got some big plans, I hope. Make it cool. Very cool. I'm really happy for you, Angie. Congratulations. That's great. Yes. Well, that's why I like, because they were talking about concessions. That's another reason why I like MRRF so much. You just kind of bring what you got. You know, you can run out and grab something. They're not going to give you a hard time for bringing in outside food and things like that.
Well, and the taco truck shows up. They
Yeah,
had
there's
pretty
a
good
taco
food.
truck. We got nachos, I think, didn't we?
Yeah,
Something like
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Joel Driver brings in 48 pizzas.
awesome. And
And
yeah, it's our one time a year we get
I
Little Caesars.
I have never been to MRRF where somebody didn't show up with at least 10 Little Caesars pizzas. Just squint your eyes so it looks good. That's kind of my method.
What I have to do in the morning. Can't see anything.
You don't need AC if you have tequila.
There you go.
Exactly.
I don't know. You get the fans going. And two, I think there's a lot to be said about going in knowing it's going to be hot. Look, it's going to be hot.
Well, you start in the morning and just
Prepare
endure.
yourself. Yeah, that's true. It's cooler in the morning and you slip like a frog boiling. You
Yeah,
just sort
yeah.
of, you don't realize that it's happening.
And they got pretty big fans and stuff
Yeah,
going. So.
it's really not so bad. I think as long as you're out of the direct sunlight and there's air movement in there, it's all good. It's like camping.
Giant claw machine in the car frame. Then you can drive the display to the venue. There you go. Creative.
But it's cool. Yes. How's our print doing there? It looks like it's moving right along.
It should be done here in just a minute.
And the bear print. Oh, Andrew's got new shot glasses. Little solo. Oh, specially designed around those little solo shot cups. I am going to rethink that. They were really cute, but too difficult to get the good stuff out of there. So we're gonna do. I just got the regular ramekins, more shallow ramekins. I got those going, so that'll go pretty well.
You almost need like a toothpick to like get it started or something. I don't know.
Need a
They're
very
hard to get out of
pointy
there.
tongue. This is the you work with what you got.
I'm not very skilled in the
Yeah.
Jello shot arena.
Well,
We can't all be, I guess.
so when are we having our Jello shot making party? I don't know. Sometime next week.
Running out of time.
Yeah, if you guys are going, there's no eating beans the night before MRRF rule. There should be, yes. That's right. Just use that Gene Simmons tongue and slurp it out. That's what I do. I mean, I suppose you could. Yes. We'll have to. You could squeeze the cup and like squeeze it out. But really, you should just either, if you can't use your tongue, then use your finger.
I don't need a Jello shot anyway. I'll let other people have one for me.
There you go. Well, don't worry, because Andrew's bringing tequila and his own specially made shot cups. There'll be other things to have.
Yeah, I've been walking through an aisle, and Andrew's the last time I remember this image, I was walking down one of the aisles at MRRF probably, and Andrew's holding a tequila bottle, looking at me, trying to catch my eye, and I know if I look at him, that I'm going to have tequila.
He is coming.
Don't eye contact.
After all these years and everything Log has been through, it still produces great prints. There you are. Gold medals.
He still does okay. Old school technology.
Mike stepped away for a minute and returned to, if you can't use your tongue, use your finger. We're discussing Jello shots. Everyone managed just fine last year, so I'm pretty sure they'll figure it out this year as well. I agree, Angie. We're just gonna have to rough it.
The Spaceman After Dark.
Yes. Reusable silicone shot cups.
There you go.
That you can turn inside out. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Yeah. Good on you, Ron.
Mm-hmm. I just ordered some cups from Amazon.
We'll have to go buy some filament from somebody when we get there to print while we're there.
Oh, I like to do that.
Good.
Set one of them up for PETG, and that way we don't limit ourselves.
Go to Green Gate.
Yeah, see if we can have we figured out what we're bringing to the beer exchange? We talked about it. I don't think. I mean, like, I'm going to bring my Boulevard Wheat. That's just what I like to drink. And if anybody would like one, they can certainly have one. And then if I see anything interesting, Angie, like a 6-pack of something, I might bring it. But I don't think I'm going to do it. I was telling them I got into trouble last year with Glenn Hogue brought me some beer to try, and it was like 9 or 10% alcohol, and it puts me out too soon. I'm not very good at it. We're playing the long game here, so I'm just trying to hang in there. So I will bring a few things, but I don't think I'm gonna push for the beer exchange. That's
Shane was here earlier. He's the one with the little, it's like a little bear and a top hat icon. I believe he was the one that gave us the stout last year. I think we've talked about this before, but I think he was the one that came by with the cooler, and we hung out for a little bit.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, you remember. Yeah, it was okay. It just put me out a little bit faster. It did a little more damage than I anticipated. I drank 2 in a row very quickly.
Well, also when you've been cooking all day in that building,
true too. Standing in a hot building, not drinking enough water, that's gonna put you down quick. I mean, I did okay. It's not like I, passed out right there or anything, but I didn't last long. So I'm gonna try to take it easy. Stick to what I know.
So Josh is coming to his first Smurf, and there's serious lack of information. Yes, that is correct. Where could I find info on things being organized? Well, so the only real information that I've ever found is on their Facebook page, right? But things are not as organized as you would think they would be. They just kind of happen. You hang out and wait for things to happen, and I know that's probably not the best for a lot of people, but yeah, Bob, maybe a strong word. So I mean, that really the only information that I know about is on that page there. They do have a couple of events listed, or at least contests listed, but that's about it. But you could see anything from a drag race or a death race or F1 derby. I mean, you could see anything break out. Don't really exist at the same time.
It's very casual.
It's like seeing Superman and Clark Kent in the same room.
Which I have to be honest with you, Josh. Honestly, I think everybody here knows that I can be a little uptight when it comes to organization and a plan and timing and things like that. And I need to know what the plan is, and they don't really have one. So it's hard for people like us. But to just go with the flow, I have to tell myself to go with the flow when I'm at MRRF. But you get that, you're kind of set. Once you realize that that's just how it is, then I think you get into the swing of things.
Show me where to stand, and that's where I'll be. That's really how I do MRRF.
Yeah, we just wing it.
And people will come by.
Right, and we just show up, and they tell us what to do.
Yeah.
And and they do. They kind of leave it up to the makers. Let's do let's do a derby. Let's do X. Okay. And then they kind of just spread the word. So it'll be fun. Any sort of swap meet that goes on. I could bring a giant box of miscellaneous parts that I need to sell. I'd give it a whirl.
Yeah, I mean, you bring them.
I think everybody.
And I mean, somebody will come by and say, "Hey, I need one of those."
Yeah.
I mean, that happens all the time. That's one of the biggest things that I've gotten over the years. Like, I set up tables, and I never sell anything, but that's always how much does this cost? I was like, well, it's not for sale. I'm not selling these. So I mean, there's always people interested in that kind of thing. There's not a ton of that at MRRF, but it definitely goes on. So
I mean, yeah, I think so too.
Show up, you'll be able to find a table, and you'll find your people.
Yeah. If anything, though, I mean, bring your wares and see what you can do. But come hang out, and just do whatever. Let's see. It feels like a bunch of friends hanging out together, but at least you don't get in trouble for not staying at your booth. You're okay. You can leave your booth. And really, I've never really had anybody. I mean, obviously, you're going to be mindful, but I've never really had any problem with anybody messing with our stuff or, you know, we're all adults. The chaos of MRRF brings a ton of energy, but it can be a bit much for some people. Printopia is a lot more organized, and Rocky Mountain is a nice balance. I absolutely agree with you, Hack Monkey. I think you're absolutely correct. It brings a nice balance. If you are a bit of an A-type personality, such as I am, it's stressful for people like, I mean, not like to the point where it's debilitating, but it can be a little stressful for people like me that like a little more order.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's just about getting together.
Bob says it all. Most importantly, if you have a dog, Chris wants to pet it.
Bring the dog.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's very important.
And chosen family, Sean O'Shaughnessy says. Chosen family. I like that.
All right. What are the odds that this one will be free enough to move? I'll keep trying until I get it, though.
Yes.
Log is not the most accurate machine in the world. I can already tell this one is much looser. Ah, yeah. It doesn't have much clicky noise. I would like a little bit more noise, though.
Let's hear it.
It does work, but there's no noise. I'd like a little more snap.
Yeah.
But it does work. It's still a really cool design.
Zippy sound. The zipper sounds kind of satisfying.
Yeah.
Something we could do.
Oh, we'll work on that.
Even just a clicker, like a dog training, maybe think of something like that.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something annoying.
Yes.
There you go.
That's the plan. A whistle.
All right, I think it's lunchtime. What do you think?
All right, I think it is too. I'm ready for it.
All right.
Well,
awesome stream. Good to see everyone.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you very much for the support on Super Chats and memberships and all that good stuff. That will greatly help us get out to MRRF and cover some of the sponsor costs. And hopefully the sponsorships makes the event even better. And we hope to see 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We will hopefully see quite a few of you there. We will be there. All this good stuff will be there. The claw machine will work. We proved it today. So I think we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, Angie, congratulations again on the bookstore, and hopefully Jeremy's feeling up to a trip, and hopefully we'll see you guys there. And tell Zelda hi Z, bye Z, and I'll see you guys. Have a good one.
Yeah, anytime. Take care, all. We'll see some of you very soon.